All right, so we are here for USL Championship game between Phoenix Rising FC versus El Paso Locomotive FC. El Paso Locomotive right now is 7th place in the Western Division for USL. Phoenix Rising is currently 8th, and that's pretty much the cutoff for the playoffs. The playoffs are pretty much the top 7. So this is definitely a big game. Both of these teams have had a bit of a rough go of it. Out of the last 5 games, the combined win of only 1 between these two teams. That was Phoenix Rising against, I think it was Monterey Bay, rather. I think like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. They ended up winning that game. El Paso, they've had a really rough go of it. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games, so it's definitely a big game for them. It's currently about 100 degrees in Phoenix as well, even though kickoff is starting like 10 minutes late after 8 o'clock at night. It's still like 110 degrees out there right now. So we got the kickoff going. And let's see what happens with this game. Basically the number 1 player right now for Phoenix Rising to hopefully get us a goal here, because Phoenix is my team. It's Danny Trejo. Love the name because of the actor. It's all I ever think of. And he's got very much a Jesus Ferreira mohawk. So it's interesting to see our main striker having the Jesus Ferreira mohawk. We'll see how this game goes, though. I'm fairly new to the USL because I just realized that we had a team here in Arizona. I never really followed the USL. So I'm trying to get into it, and especially with the league looking at potentially bringing in relegation and promotion, I think that that's absolutely awesome. I don't think it's necessarily something USL can really pull off by itself, but we'll see what happens. I'm definitely hoping that they're able to do something with that relegation promotion and maybe push the MLS to embrace the same kind of thing. But we'll see what happens. So. And I went to my first Phoenix Rising game like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, and it's a really nice stadium. I think that the TV does not necessarily do the stadium justice, and just not enough fans go to see the game, which is really surprising considering our Hispanic population here in Arizona. Well, hello, Spacely. We've been live for like a minute and a half, and you're already coming up for attention. Come on, just watch the tripod. There we go. Just get your butt out of the camera. We're not going to show that. We're going to censor. We're going to censor. Censoring the booty hole. Again, thank you, Spacely. I swear, Spacely wants to be a YouTuber. He really wants to be a YouTuber. I know that I almost went to this game tonight, actually, but it's an hour and a half drive to get to the stadium from where I'm at. It's Kick Cancer night there tonight. The next game I'm going to is Dollar Beer Night on August 30th. So I'll do like a little vlog for that. We'll see how it goes. I have no idea how it'll turn out, but against RTP, the 5-2 loss. Right now, it's a little bit sloppy from both teams so far. So. Yeah, Phoenix went the throw in. Ow. Right. What's crazy too is that even though it's USL, it's championship, it's second league here in the US. Like if you want a ticket in this outside of the supporters area, you're looking at like $40-50 after all the fees and everything. So that was a pretty rough no call back there against Trejo. Got tripped up pretty big in the middle of the field, took up a big chunk of the grass with him, and just a no call on that. I guess he played advantage or something. I don't know. And I know that VAR can be a bit expensive at times, but it is something that I think USL absolutely needs to look into. I think it helps build these leagues, and I think it really helps grow because the fans are able to trust decisions a little bit more than it would be otherwise. So. El Paso pushing the ball back to their keeper. We got Jesus Jr. and Trejo putting pressure, but the Locomotives are on the run. They're in the Phoenix Rising's box, and Locomotive player goes down, and he's pointing to the goal kick. From the angle, it looked like he was pointing directly at the spot. I was like, "Oh, really? That was not a foul. That was not a penalty." Oh wow! I didn't realize that Phoenix has got 4 injuries, and our second best player, Arteaga, is out right now. So it's going to be interesting for the team tonight. Oh, good pass to try and open up that back line, and they almost make it, but the keeper comes off his line. And good clearance out of there. Locomotives definitely needed that clearance out of there. Locomotives, they're putting forward again. Bad spacing by the Locomotives, though. A couple of their mid players right on top of each other. Locomotives just trying to kind of find their space. Phoenix is doing a pretty good job holding them back a little bit. I don't know if you're able to hear any of the trickling in the background, but you may hear some of my aquarium filter. Oh, cross in for Locomotives, headed out for a goal kick. Really press 7 minutes in with the movement of someone that had moments ago just having the ability to hold up the ball. It's amazing how watch out for the tripod. It's amazing how Spacely's moving my tripod. It's amazing though how the perception of the field and the distance between the players and everything. It's amazing how different it looks between like an English Premier League field and like a USL field. Fields are generally going to be the same size. Of course, they're not all the same size, but it just looks a lot more condensed when you're looking at a field like this. Okay, the Phoenix Rising keeper, he needs to make sure he's staying on his line in this game. He basically gave San Antonio the victory in Phoenix Rising's last game, the one that I was there for last week. Came off his line and just butchered it, and San Antonio was able to pull ahead in like the last 2 minutes of the game. Phoenix is building out of the back patiently, moving up the left-hand side. Good push forward. Gets it into Trejo. Hernandez out to the right-hand side. Trejo's got it again. Over to Harvey. Oh, he tries to tip it out. Oh, good defense there from the Locomotives. Just kind of getting the body in between him and the ball. Oh, but it goes right out to the edge of the box over to Phoenix. Now Phoenix is kind of trying to reset up, trying to get their structure back. Building out of the back. They're being patient. They're not trying to force anything. Going over the top, but it's a little too hard. And Locomotive's keeper's got that pretty easily. Phoenix Children's is expanding across the valley. We can all go San Antonio keeper sends it out to the middle of the field. Phoenix wins it. Maintain some possession here. Again, Phoenix is being patient. They're looking for their opportunities. Cross it back over to Harvey. I keep trying to break that back line with long passes. I think they got to be a little bit more creative on the ground, at least right now. I mix it up a little bit. It can't all be over the top. You got to mix it up a little bit. Kind of a little back and forth right now. Each team's getting in like 2-3 passes, and then it goes to the other team. A little bit bouncy right now. A little bit bouncy. And they switch side of play over to the left for the Locomotives. And Phoenix is third, but they give the ball back over to Phoenix. And what can Phoenix do with this? They do maintain possession despite high pressure there from the Locomotives to try and win that ball back. And the Locomotives just they're turning back and they're sinking back into their half of the pitch. So I'm liking the way that this is building up right now for Phoenix. This is looking really good. Yeah, it looks like my internet again is all wonky tonight. I'm gonna move forward a little bit. Yeah, it looks like it's all wonky tonight, which kind of sucks. It's monsoon season here, and being in the middle of the desert, I'm out in the middle of nowhere where I'm at. Internet's a little bit iffy. Foul, but they're playing advantage over the right hand side. Good ball, tons of space for Trejo. He corners it in. Oh, just over the post. Oh, that was such a good chance there from Trejo. That was a really, really good chance there from Trejo. That was a good shot. Just missed it over the top of the bar. I didn't see a deflection there, but basically, you had your opportunity to be up here, big boy. I mean, come on. Come on. Trejo tries to push it through, but he can't beat 3 defenders. I don't know what my dog is trying to do, but he's making things really awkward. Are you coming up or not? There we go. Oh, stop hitting the fucking camera. Jesus. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. This stream is just awful quality right now. What is going on? Absolutely awful quality. I'm going to have to do something about getting different internet or something if I'm going to continue to do streams, because this is an absolute joke. I look like I'm filming on 240p. God, that's annoying. What's my internet look like on my phone? What kind of internet have I got? I got full fucking service. Why is it all fucked up? Oh. I got full fucking service, and yet it's still like just absolutely pixelated, like nobody's fucking business. That's ridiculous, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on with my internet. That's absolutely infuriating, though. I pay $110 a month for fucking internet. Should be better than this. All right, Locomotives, they've got the ball in the Phoenix Rising side of the pitch. Not quite the final third. They give it right back over to Phoenix. What can Phoenix do with it? Phoenix is doing pretty well with maintaining possession when they get that possession. Maybe it's just... Maybe I just need to change. Look all messed up. I don't know. Phoenix Rising getting good possession. Try to pass it through the middle of the field, but just 4 Locomotive players there. Yeah, that's not doing too much. That's a bit annoying. All right, we're 15 minutes into the game, and there's been one good chance here from Phoenix Rising, and that's about it from this game. The Locomotives haven't really done much at all. This is good though for Phoenix. As a Phoenix fan, this is what I want to see because Locomotives do not look threatening whatsoever right now. Good control there though from the Locomotives. Able to maintain possession, kind of bodied off a Phoenix defenseman. Now to the right side for the Locomotives, and then back towards the center. Phoenix is holding their shape really, really well right now. They're not getting too spread out. They're not allowing a lot of easy passing lanes. They're doing a pretty good job right now keeping the Locomotives with minimal options. Locomotives send it all the way back to the keeper. And again, back to the keeper. Locomotives trying to push it back forward again. But again, it's a lot of just kind of back and forth with their back line. Trying to get it out to the right, though. They do get it over the line, but can they keep it in play? They do keep it in play for the Locomotives. Really good job there to keep that ball in play. They got the ball outside of the box. Trying to shape it up and deflect it out. Deflect it out for a corner. That was much, much better movement there from El Paso. I'm going to turn this down because I don't know how much of that's getting picked up, and I don't want to get flagged for copyright. And let's see what they can do when they put this corner in. They finally put the corner in. Goes in. Phoenix heads it out the other side of the box. They're able to get to the ball, keep it in play, but it does go right back to the Locomotives. Now the Locomotives have had a good string of a few minutes of possession here. They're kind of settling into the game a little bit now. They almost give it away, but they do a good job of winning that ball back. And Phoenix looks pretty content to just kind of hold their shape and force El Paso to just kind of find their way through. Right now, it looks like Phoenix is actually playing a 5-4-1. So that's definitely going to make it a lot more difficult for El Paso to get anything by them, especially considering El Paso they're on a -10 goal differential over the past 5 games compared to their opponents they've played. So Locomotives win the ball back just outside of the Phoenix box, but they give it right back to Phoenix. And Phoenix could be on the run here. This is a good opportunity here for Phoenix. They've got 3 against 4. Why didn't he pass it for a continued run? He had Harvey going up the right-hand side with the ball. He passed it over to his teammate. Harvey continued his run, and his teammate held on to the ball. But, man, that was such a good run from Harvey. They should have passed it to him and let him continue on that run. He had his defenseman beat. He could have beaten that back line, too. That was a really good run from him. It's a shame they didn't try and get the ball to him after that. Now Locomotives are kind of reshaping up now, bringing back in possession, see what they can do here. But Phoenix have fallen right back into their shape. So they've been doing well with holding that shape. Locomotives moving forward on the right now. Bit of a heavy touch, and it goes out for a goal kick. Definitely a good string of possession here, though, from the Locomotives. Phoenix started off good. They had some good possession there. Now Locomotives are having their time. Nice little ebb and flow to this game, but we'll see what happens. I was feeling confident for Phoenix there for a little bit. I don't know about now, though. They've got to get the ball back and maintain some possession again. They're missing too many players, I feel like, to really focus on the counter. They've got too many, I think, like their biggest counter danger is out right now with Arteaga. So they do win the ball back, though, and this is a good opportunity. They get the ball over to the right-hand side. Can he get there in time? The fence gets it out for a throw-in right at the flag. Good defense, though, to win that ball and get it out for a throw instead of a corner. So good job there from the Locomotives, but good push forward from Phoenix as well, and a good pass to break through that back line. Very good pass there from them. They get the ball back, and they throw it almost all the way back to midfield. Cross it back over. Phoenix has got it right outside of Locomotive's box now. They're not forcing it. Now they got five. They had five people right at the edge of the box, ready to go charging in with a cross. Phoenix is being patient, though. They're pulling it back. They're not forcing anything right now. Oh, a good pass up to Trejo in the box. He is clear. One defender, and it's in for Phoenix. And it's in for Phoenix. What an assist from Trejo, and what a pass to get him past that back line for Locomotives. Great job there from Phoenix. Really, really good combination play. Perfectly weighted pass to break that back line of the Locomotives. And Moonjama, I think that's how you pronounce his name. What a finish from him. Absolutely perfect finish. Buries it into the net. But that cross from Trejo as well, perfectly placed. Very, very well done there. And that was Harvey that got that pass in to break the back line of the Locomotives. Very, very good pass there from Harvey. And as soon as Trejo had that ball in front of him, he hadn't made his first touch yet, but his head was up and looking for his player. He knew exactly what he wanted to do when that ball got him past that back line. Great job there from Phoenix. That's only Moonjama's second goal of the season. That's a great goal there to get. Right here at the 22nd mark. And considering how El Paso has been with the last 5 games where they have been that negative 10 goal differential, this is a good sign for Phoenix. We got all the smoke from the flares of the ultras getting into the pitch right now. So that's fun to breathe. Oh, intercepted right outside of the Locomotives box. Oh, good defense there from the Locomotives. Oh, man, Trejo was ready for that ball right on the outside of the box. The last defender that was in between him and the ball was able to slide and get that ball out of there. Very good job there from Locomotives. They needed that stop because Trejo was ready. Every single time I say that name, I just think of Danny Trejo, the actor, every single time. Very, very good play there from Phoenix. As a Phoenix fan, woohoo. Woohoo. Yeah, now the commentators are talking about it now too, how he picked up his head before he even touched the ball. He was up looking where he was going to pass that ball. His mind was not, I'm getting a goal here. It's who is my teammate? Where is my teammate? Who am I assisting to on this one? That's the only question that Trejo seemed to have on his mind, not where am I putting this ball into the back of the net. Very, very good play there. Locomotives win the ball back, though. Now, are they going to be able to respond here? I'm hoping not. Goes out for Locomotives corner. Harvey's looked really good tonight for Phoenix. He's had some really, really good passes through the back line of Locomotives and passes on the ground too, which have been, I really like seeing. I think that if you can do a pass on the ground, I don't know, I feel like I like those passes more. I don't necessarily think there's an advantage always, but I like those passes. I think that those are a great way to break those back lines. It's kind of a short corner. Goes directly over the box and out for a Phoenix throw-in. That was really, really good movement, though. It almost looks like one of the Locomotives players did like a matrix move to get out of the way of the ball. Looked like he didn't even want to touch that ball, which is weird. He probably just misjudged it and bent back too far, but foul right there by Locomotives. On halfway between the box and midfield. This is looking really, really good here for Phoenix so far in the first 25 minutes. Locomotives had that span of about 10 minutes where they were able to maintain possession, patiently passing the ball back and forth. Phoenix didn't let it bother them, and they made the most of their chance, which is great. Absolutely great. Oh, an awesome pass up the left-hand side, but it was over the top of the line and ends up going straight to the keeper. A little bit too heavy of a touch there, but another good idea. He had great space over there, just that the pass was just a little too heavy. Locomotives holding on to the ball again. Possession from their back line tonight. The Locomotives have used a lot. They've been trying all different areas of the pitch tonight. They've been trying up the right, up the left, down the center, over the top. They've been trying everything they can, but nothing has really looked that dangerous from them. Games, so don't really only take one real opportunity. Still, not a lot of urgency. Not yet. In the last game, though, Phoenix went up fairly early, and they conceded too late and lost. So yeah, a lot left to go in this game. Cross in from the Locomotives, but the Phoenix keeper is able to get some height on himself and get that up there and bring it down. Oh, he had a Locomotives player sliding into the back as well, and he'd have to get that because that player would have absolutely made contact on the ball and potentially put it in the back of the net, at least the back end for another player to have an opportunity with the keeper out. So, good move there from the keeper. Again, a little bit too heavy, but he's got some really good vision, it looks like, tonight. He's seeing these. I think we're going to see some more goals from Phoenix. Now thing, but again, it's a little too heavy, and now it goes out for a goal kick for Phoenix. Man, fuck this internet. I am jumping all over the place. Like, I don't even know if it's worth streaming this at this point. My God. Jesus Christ, what is going on with the fucking internet? That's insane, man. I don't know what's going on with my internet. Oh, Phoenix is on the run again. RV crosses it in. Keeper comes up and gets it. Locomotives get the ball. They're pushing forward. Fouled there by Phoenix. Oh, it's a yellow card. I don't know about a yellow card on that one. That's not a yellow. That's not a yellow. That's a foul, yes, but it's not a yellow. Man, this internet is just absolute fucking garbage right now. I'll probably end up deleting this stream later. So waiting to take this free kick. He sends it up. It's easily gotten by the keeper. Yeah, easy stop by the keeper. Easy stop. It was a good shot, but yeah, as long as the keeper had no worries on that one. A little bit chippy right now. A little bit chippy with this game. Meandering around, not really doing much. I like the kits for El Paso. Those are nice. What are we waiting on? Kick the fucking ball. Weak foul again. Players looking to go down. Oh, given up by Phoenix. Locomotives are on the counter right now. Good opportunity. Crossing to the center of the field. Back to the edge of the box. Crossed in. Out by Phoenix. The Locomotives maintain possession. Bit of a wild cross there, but it does go out for a corner. Couple of good moments so far in this game. A lot of build up. Pretty much what you would expect, I think, from a second league game. Corner gets sent into the box. Locomotives end up maintaining possession, but they don't get a shot off. Phoenix ends up getting it back. Now, can they get out on the counter here? There's a lot of selfish players, it seems like, on Phoenix that they would rather hold the ball just a little bit longer than get it out to somebody who's out on a run. Again, they had a player just steaming up the far side of the pitch, and perfect opportunity for a pass, and the guy just holds onto the ball. And instead, he holds on to it and he goes on into a run horizontally instead of vertically. And for me, that screams selfishness. Locomotives passing it forward. Phoenix wins the ball back. Harvey just skies that shit. Trejo brings it down, gets to a teammate. We got about 10 minutes left in this half. It's been a slow-paced game, but the 35 minutes so far have actually gone probably pretty fast. Yeah, Phoenix is doing a really good job right now at maintaining this possession. Now, because I've said that, though, we'll see what happens. Harvey gets tripped up from behind by Zacharias or Zacharias. Harvey's had a good game tonight. He's got some awful hair, but he's had a good game. It's been a minute since the foul. We still haven't kicked it. There they go. They finally kicked it. And they're just holding on to it. Keeper sends it forward. He had a perfect weight on it, but nobody really chased it. Locomotives, again, building out of their back. They're staying patient. They're only down 1-0, so no reason to panic yet. A lot of space for them right now. Phoenix is holding their shape pretty well, but they're not putting a lot of pressure on the ball in the midfield. Locomotives got it out wide right. They cross it in. It goes out for another El Paso corner. My goodness. You got a kid out there in a friggin' England jersey. What's he doing in an England jersey? Not in the States, my friend. Not in the States. That was interesting. There was a high boot almost to the chest of a El Paso player, but the ref didn't call it. Then he called another foul right after, a little bit of a chippy foul in the back. And then again, fuck you, ESPN, for playing fucking commercials in the middle of the game. You've got less than 7 minutes before the end of the 45 minutes. You can play commercials then. Stop putting commercials in the middle of the fucking games. I don't care if you shrink the screen or not. Stop putting them in there. It's part of the greatness about watching. So have to watch as many commercials. Everything we look at day in and day out is trying to sell us on something. I don't need to see more fucking commercials when I'm watching sports. If I wanted to see commercials while I'm watching sports, I'd watch the NFL. Phoenix is just absolutely slowing the pace down. But now they're pushing forward. A great run up the left-hand side all the way forward. Gets stopped by the last man, but Phoenix ends up maintaining possession here. A little bit of a weak pass goes straight to El Paso. Sends it back to their keeper to start trying to rebuild. The field's getting a little divotty as well. There's a lot of chunks of it that have been popped up tonight. Locomotives pushing forward now. Tons of space on the right-hand side. They get it out there. No pressure on him at all. Gets the cross in, and it gets headed out there by Phoenix. And that was an absolutely dangerous ball. Absolutely dangerous ball because even though the defender got to it first, there's still a chance that he potentially accidentally heads that into the back of his own net because of his own position. But really good job there. If he didn't make contact with that, that probably would have ended up in the back of the net for El Paso. El Paso's looking a little more dangerous on these corners now. They're starting to get a lot more of an attacking set as that corner cross comes in. Make the shot, though, and it goes out wide. So now it's a goal kick for Phoenix as we approach the 42nd minute here. He had enough space, so I think it was actually a good idea to take that shot. He just used a little bit out. Harvey sends it forward again. Really good placement. Oh, really good placement. Keeper's off his line. He had to get to it. Oh, man, and he barely got to that. Now it looks like it's a throw-in for Phoenix. And during halftime, I'm going to reset my router and hopefully help this feed out a little bit. You all right, Space? Yeah, man, this is fucking nuts. There is no reason why it should look like this. Oh, that was a pretty rough tackle right there, but play advantage. Locomotives moving forward. They got the ball in the box. Good defense from Phoenix, but Locomotives maintain the ball, given back to Phoenix, and it goes out for a goal kick. That was a bit of a harsh tackle there, though, from Phoenix, and I'm glad he played advantage, but it is going to be a yellow card, and I think that that's probably warranted from just that first glimpse of that tackle. That was a bit of a rough tackle. That was a bit of a rough tackle. He got quite a bit of the player on that one. And it just wasn't as brutal as it on the replay as it looked in real time, but that was still a bit rough. Yeah, Spacely. Yeah. Oh, a really bad header there from the Locomotives. And now Phoenix Rising is pushing forward. Oh, Trejo broke the back line, and it's in for Phoenix. And it's in for Phoenix. What an amazing job. Oh, Danny Trejo broke through that back line. A perfectly weighted pass. Pass through on the ground. Please don't hit the tripod too hard, Spacely. And a perfect work around the keeper and into the back of the net. Awesome job by Danny Trejo. He is living up to his name. He is fucking gangster tonight with an assist and with a very, very clean goal. What great play there, though. Danny Trejo he ran by three defenders who were caught ball watching. None of them were paying attention. They all thought he was offsides. They didn't even seem like they knew he was there. Absolutely no eye on Danny Trejo. He pushes the ball out a little bit to the left, and it gets the keeper out of position. Keeper's having to chase him now, and he's able to get it into the back of the net. Great job for Danny Trejo there. A goal in the 44th minute. Looks like it's the 11th of the season for him, and that is a great. Based on how El Paso has been in the last 5 games, they have absolutely got an uphill battle right now, but they do get a cross in, and it goes out for a corner. Oh, is the ref going to overrule, and he's giving it a goal kick? Oh, no, I don't know what he's doing. All right, 2 minutes of stoppage time. Again, the corner goes short. Try to reposition. They do get it in, and it's down. Oh, what a great save. What a save there from, I think it's Rios Novo. What a great save there. He had his entire body length out, and he's able to get that really good answer there, though, from the Locomotives to that second goal, coming back and putting their best attempt on goal in this first half. Really great shot there. But I will say I'm starting to get a little pissed off at Phoenix Rising. They are wasting a little too much time at the back, and they tried doing that last game, and they ended up losing 2-0. The keeper made a really big mistake last game, and he's one of the ones really slowing this down and wasting a lot of time right now. So that's not making me happy that they're wasting time. I don't like that gamesmanship. All right, now we got Phoenix. They're probably very much content right now. And Locomotives look like they're content too. They don't want to really have any mistakes and go down 3-0 before the half. But what a first half right now from Phoenix Rising. They have done incredibly well this half. They've had great vision. Harvey and Danny Trejo have both been absolutely fantastic. Munjomo's finish on that first goal, getting the assist from Trejo, absolutely great. Really good first half there from Phoenix. Some good combination. Really good play. Just absolutely all around solid play there for Phoenix Rising. So very good first half for them. Good opportunities. I think that El Paso didn't necessarily play bad, but they had some really big defensive mistakes where their defensive players just absolutely fell asleep. They weren't paying attention at all. They've had some good movement going forward. They've had a couple of good opportunities. Nothing quite like that last opportunity though, where he almost tipped the ball in, but able to get a great stop there. So pretty good first half, I must say. 2-0 right now for Phoenix Rising over El Paso. Really great result to push Phoenix Rising into that 7th position and move El Paso down to that 8th position. Thus, pretty much from what I've been learning with the USL recently, that's putting Phoenix Rising into the playoffs as of right now. So this stream right now is an absolute shit show in terms of the quality. So I'm going to go reset my router. If it shuts off the stream, I'll start up another one for the second half. But yeah, we'll be right back. All right, so it looks like the stream was actually able to switch over to cellular service. So hopefully, when the modem pops back up, we've got some good connection. So, yeah, this may just take a couple minutes. Put a little note in the chat, though. Oh, I don't know if I can because I don't have internet right now. Get out. Out, Simone. All right, so the stream is up. Let's see if it's any better quality now than it was before. Gotta get the TV back up and going. All right. Hopefully that worked. Hopefully that worked. Oh, dog fucking made me pull my groin. Oh, yeah, that does not seem to have helped the quality on this stream at all. This is absolutely ridiculous. Oh. Sacramento Republic has signed a 13-year-old Devian Kimbrough as the youngest professional athlete in the history of American team sports. 13 years old. The kid is technically a professional. At 13 years old, what was I doing at 13? I don't even remember my 13th year. I was just discovering girls. Like that's the best way to put it. At 13, I was just discovering girls. Yeah, this is a great result. They're showing the standings right now for USL. If the result holds and it does move Phoenix into 7th place and El Paso down to 8th, and that would then leave Phoenix in the running for the playoffs. So very, very good to see there. San Diego lost today to Memphis. That's going to help them out a lot. Sacramento had a draw. New Mexico lost against San Antonio. So some good results. Las Vegas, they're losing right now to Loudoun United, which is also a good result. So today's been working out pretty well for Phoenix. Awesome. All right. Fantastic. And the stream doesn't, well, I was saying for a second it didn't look as bad as before, but now it does. Oh, well, you got to start somewhere. Am I right? You got to start somewhere. Oh. On a side note, actually, since pretty much nobody's watching, but with everything going on in Hawaii right now, I'm actually wearing a hat. Says Aloha across the front of it. I actually got this hat in Lanai, down Front Street this past Christmas. It's the same trip I got this Pearl Harbor shirt at. But yeah, this hat actually comes from Lanai and that Front Street area near the banyan tree that has been completely obliterated by fires. That's where this comes from, and that's just some awful, awful stuff that they're going through out there right now. I can't fathom. And I mean, here in Arizona, we get really bad fires, fast-moving fires all the time. Our fire season is really kind of right now, and we've had some not so great ones. Stop it, Timon. Timon, stop. We've had some not so great ones this year, and we've had a couple that were actually fairly close to where I live. We had a fire break out about 6 miles from my house, and luckily they were able to get to it. It wasn't too windy that day, but yeah, I definitely get it. So yeah, they're promoting the next game that I'm going to go to on August 30th. Do I have that light on? I do have that light on outside the house. Yeah, turn that light off. That's worse. My God, my adult neighbors are yelling and screaming, and they are drunk off of their ass or on something. While I was waiting for the modem to reboot, I let the dogs out and I went outside. I had a cigarette, and you could hear them talking about, "Stand back! I'm going to do a cartwheel in the pool. I'm a mermaid. I'm a mermaid." And it's like a 45-year-old woman. And I mean, I get it. Sometimes you just want to have fun. You want to be a kid. I do that shit all the time. But you could tell they're on something, and they're just out there yelling and screaming. So if you hear any of that, that's drunk neighbors. That's not somebody in like my back room that's chained up or something. And the quality is actually, it's looking okay now. Oh my goodness. The quality is actually not too bad at the moment. Hooray. It only took 45 fucking minutes. But then and the jitters, I don't know. If anybody sees this stream and you're a streamer, how do you help? How do you stop it from doing that? Like, do I just got to pay a shit ton of money for internet in order to be able to do this? All right, we're about to start the second half. And here we go. All right, we're starting up the second half. There was a sub for El Paso at halftime. Petra Petrovic is coming on. That's a great name. Locomotive on the front, almost able to break through that back line right off the bat. Still had the ball. Cheeky little chip over the top, but the keeper comes out and he's able to get it. Good movement there from El Paso right off the bat. Times in a row without losing when leading at the half. Did I lose the stream, or is that just my laptop? Man. This is great, man. Well, since nobody's watching, I may just shut down the laptop. It may help. I've got the back camera going, so I can't see anything on my actual phone. So, Locomotives, though, they're pushing forward. Or I may just say fuck it, just make a note on it and says shitty quality on there. Trejo wins the ball. Oh, he gives it right back with an errant pass. Now the Locomotives are kind of pushing forward. They got some good urgency, it looks like, coming out of this in the second half. Some good space here in the midfield for El Paso. They get it out to the right. They cross it in. Oh, Reyes, I can't remember his full name, but the keeper, he comes out, he gets the ball. Had to get that ball. There was El Paso player coming in on the back post that had great position. If the keeper hadn't have been able to get that. Oh shit! Harvey just sent an El Paso player flying with some great stop and go footwork there, and then he gets fouled up, absolutely upended. The El Paso player went over and said something to him too, but play on. Phoenix maintaining possession, getting some good possession here. Keeper's way off his line. Dude, fuck you, man. You made a mistake last game. Stay in your damn box. It's too early in the game for you to be halfway to the midfield line. Foul there by El Paso at midfield for Phoenix. Phoenix puts it in quickly. Get it out over to the left. Some good movement here. Pushed it into the box. Oh, good pass there to Trejo. Good footwork. And oh, what great defense. But what great footwork there from Trejo. Oh, now that was some top class footwork. Oh, man, since this stream is already fucked. That's some good footwork right there. Oh man, really good footwork to get around the defender. Yeah, that didn't look right on the TV now that I'm kind of seeing it back, but I tried. But man, that's rough, man. That was such good footwork, but great defending there, at least at the last minute. That last ditch defending. Great movement there from Phoenix. Mwah. Perfect. Almost, because it wasn't finished. Oh man, I had thought that deflected in. It looked at first like it was deflected into the back of the net. El Paso's holding on to the ball now. Some good play here from Phoenix. They do give the ball back to El Paso, but some good defense there to at least hold up the play. The ref has let a couple of questionable fouls go because the advantage wasn't clear. There's been a couple of plays that I think, at least on first viewing, look a little bit rough. Some of these, it may end up being 50-50 balls on a second viewing, but some of these have been pretty rough tackles. All right, ball gets put back into play. El Paso seems very content right now to still slowly build out of the back. They've had a couple of really good opportunities from that, but as the game goes on, they're going to have to continue. They're going to have to press a little bit harder. We're getting into the 53rd minute now. They're going to have to begin to press harder if they want to draw back soon, because they're still down 2-0, but they are moving forward. And they do anything with this opportunity. They get the ball outside the box. Good shot in, but a great save there from the Phoenix keeper. And I got to give El Paso credit because they did have a player following up on that, waiting for the rebound on that. So really good instincts there, and great job by the keeper at holding on to that ball as well. Now Phoenix Rising is on the breakout in the other direction. I don't know what. Oh, he was trying to cross it, but he slipped. But they were on a breakout there, 5 against 5. Jeez. They were YOLOing that one. And I think that's the first time I've ever actually said that word, YOLO, in an actual sentence without making fun of it. I'm a carpe diem kind of guy instead. I think Phoenix is going to be content to play out the game this way, defending solidly, taking advantage of breaks. The Locomotive, they got the ball back. Oh, what a shot. Just missed the outside post. Oh, did it take a deflection? Oh, did the keeper get a finger to it? If the keeper got a finger to it, then he saved that. El Paso put it back into play. Another short corner. They do like those short corners. Out to the right-hand side again. Good attempt at some combination play there, but I'm not a big fan. You're losing 2-0. I'm not a big fan of every single corner kick being a short corner. You got to put the ball into the box sooner or later. If you do a short corner and you're able to get the ball into the box or a shot on target, something like that, that's one thing. But they're doing short corners and they're not really getting anything out of them. There's not any ball into the box. There's no shot on target really. Ball gets pushed forward, going the other way for another break for Phoenix. What can they do with this? Loads of space on the right-hand side. Get it into the center. And they pull it back a little bit. El Paso was able to get enough men back to slow that down. And Phoenix being up 2-0, they don't need to necessarily take too many risks at this point. Right now, El Paso is playing with 5 on the back line. Out to the right side. Good overlap run there by Harvey. Deflected in. And 2 Phoenix players get in their way, and they both let the ball go through. Locomotives draw a foul on Phoenix's side of the pitch. It almost looks like El Paso is playing in a 5-3-2 right now. At least when like they seem to be shifting their shape when Phoenix has the ball to a 5-3-2. And they're definitely shifting shape when they've got the ball. Almost to a 3-3-4. Ball falls to the feet of the keeper for Phoenix. He was kind of doing some time wasting, but he did back in with a good throw. Oh, what a pass up. Oh, what a mistake by the keeper for El Paso. He off his line and misses it. What is Trejo doing? What was Trejo doing? Trejo had the ball at 30 yards out with no keeper in the net at all, and he just kept pushing forward instead of just chipping the ball into the net or passing it to one of his teammates that was alongside him to get the ball into the net, and no goal. How do you miss that opportunity? Oh, Trejo has had such a good night, but that has got to be, and that's a huge mistake. But cross comes in again for Phoenix. Goes out for a goal kick. Man, what a roll right there. I can't believe Trejo just try and take that shot. I don't all it would have taken was a little chip on target, and that's it. That was such I mean, he started that opportunity. He started that opportunity by blocking the kick from Diaz, the El Paso keeper. But man, you gotta finish that. That would have absolutely capped off a banger night for him. An assist and 2 goals. That's a hell of a game. And what's crazy is there was the attempt, the chance right before that as well, with the amazing pass from the back. Phoenix holding on to the ball now, doing the same thing. They're looking for that space, getting the ball over to Harvey. And Phoenix fantastic tonight. Now the keeper did get a yellow for that, though. Phoenix draws a foul. Harvey got nailed in the face, it looks like. No, he just grabbed at his face at first. This game is definitely getting chippy. Yeah, this game is definitely getting chippy. El Paso's getting pissed off that they're losing and getting beaten like they are. Yeah, this game could be 3 or 4-0 right now. Oh, yeah, damn. There has to have been, I think, 5 or 6 yellow cards by now. Can play for Phoenix. Harvey gets intercepted, but El Paso can do nothing with it. A good pass to split the defense on the right-hand side open again. What can they do with this? That has got to be a penalty. How is that not a penalty? How is that not a penalty? How was that not a penalty? He's going to say that was a simulation? What in the hell? Is he going to give a red? He's giving him a yellow card. For what? He was just fouled in the box. He was flipped upside down. That is a horrible. That was a horrible call. Horrible call. Absolutely ridiculous that was considered simulation right there. Mujomo running up the left-hand side. It's one-on-one in the box. He does a slight touch on the ball. It gets by the defender. The defender kind of hips him just a little bit. Mujomo kind of goes flipping a little bit. But because he rolled when he got hit, because of his momentum, the ref, I guess, thought it was a simulation. That's a fucking awful call. Absolutely awful call. The ref is getting yellow card happy right now. He's given 3 yellow cards in the past, 3 minutes. Absolutely insane. Fuck that ref, man. That was a bad call. Doing everything a foul now. He's just calling everything a foul now. Dude, this game is getting out of control. This ref. Yeah, that was like a football shoulder on Phoenix, even though he got the football shoulder into the mouth. And then there was an off-the-ball penalty that sent Mujomo back to the ground. And again, the ref. So now El Paso has a free kick. I don't know. Offsides. This ref has got to. This is just absolutely ridiculous. This is some horrible refereeing right now. Ugh. It's got a bad taste in my mouth now. Throw in for Phoenix Rising. Phoenix Rising getting some good ball movement again from Danny Trejo. He gets by his hair. Oh, do a combination with a back heel back, but just missed that comment. Locomotives got the ball back now. They don't really get a break, though, with it. They try to cross the sides of pitch of play, but Phoenix intercepts. Now they've got the ball. Phoenix have looked great in this game. They've absolutely looked fantastic in this game. This is considering they lost last week when I was at the game, such an awful way, giving up 2 goals and like really late. To see them come back, bounce like this, overcome El Paso in the standings, and now be in the run for playoffs, absolutely fantastic. They just got to hold it together these last 25 minutes. They're able to stop the beginnings of a counter there from El Paso. They get the ball back pretty easily. Again, no real fear from Phoenix that El Paso really has any kind of chance. Hasn't really been any clear opportunities yet. There's been no threat at all, really, from El Paso in this. Over to Harvey, who's had a spectacular game tonight. Really good movements, great weight on his passes as well, breaking the back line of El Paso. Phoenix pretty content right now to hold the ball at the back line. Just playing that schoolyard keep away right now. But they do give it back to El Paso, who then quickly give it right back to Phoenix. And there's been no real threat from El Paso tonight. Loving to see that as a Phoenix fan. Oh, Phoenix, don't do this. Start to piss me off with the fucking gamesmanship. I hate this. They did this when I was at the game and contributed to the fact that they didn't have any time to try and equalize. They're making the sub, and the guy he stands in the middle of the field, waits for a teammate, to come over from the other side to give him a high five. Then he starts walking off. I hate that shit. They're my team. They're winning. I still hate that. I'm going to throw in now for El Paso. Oh, damn. They just said Vegas lost to Loudon tonight as well. And that's huge, too, because Loudon's ahead of I don't even remember. Brain farted. But no, Vegas. Yeah, Vegas is in the Western Conference, and they lost 3-0 to Loudon. And Vegas losing is absolutely a great result for Phoenix, too. Very, very good night for a Phoenix Rising fan. Because San Diego also lost today. So definitely today's a good day for Phoenix Rising fan. Locomotives do have a free kick, though. Probably about 30 yards, 35 yards out. Cross it in. Good movement. Oh, what a fingertip save there from the keeper. Rios Novo getting on the end of it when he absolutely had to. Another short corner. At least this time they got something from that short corner, though, and they actually attempted something. But, man, what a great fingertip save there from Rios Novo. That had a great goal written on it, and he's able to get it and push it out so that way it doesn't have any chance of deflecting back into the group. Absolutely fantastic keeping right there. He has had a fantastic night tonight. Now Phoenix Rising are on the counter. Oh, and again, they break the back line with Danny Trejo, and he's in. And it's in. And he's onside. He gets his 2 goals and his assist. What a night for Danny Trejo. What a night for Danny Trejo. And he could have had the third goal too, when he beat the keeper earlier. Such a great night by Danny Trejo. And I think that was Harvey again with the assist. Was it? No, it wasn't Harvey. Oh, man, what an assist, though. Perfect weight on that pass to get just through that back line, and Danny Trejo was able to get that's such good movement off the ball by Trejo on this play. Just taps it in. Jesus Ferreira would be proud of the Mohawk. Absolutely fantastic closing there, or finishing there by Trejo. Absolutely great finishing. Because the keeper was right there. He was big. He was right there. Trejo gets it around him. It did when I was there. Great, great night for Trejo. And they are hungry. Phoenix Rising is pushing again. Can they get a 4th one? Oh, a shot from distance. And, of course, it's the selfish player, the Anamakis dude. Now El Paso is on the counter. Can they get anything back? Can they strike back and get something? No, shot is blocked and it goes out for a throw. Yeah, they just have not, even on these breakaways like that, they just haven't looked dangerous at all. And the ease that Phoenix has been able to kind of set those passes in past their back line tonight, it's been fantastic. The El Paso defenders they've been falling asleep. Cross in for El Paso, goes out for a goal kick. What a game. Man, I should have gone to the game tonight. I should have gone to the game. No, it's still an hour and a half away, and I'd like to get up and do an English Premier League stream tomorrow, but couldn't have done that if I went and saw the game. All right, Phoenix put it back in play. Now they're really going to sit on this ball, I feel like. El Paso is trying to pressure, but Phoenix is able to get it out. Oh, they're still pushing forward with good runs. Another pass to break the back line, but this one's offsides. Oh, man, they are connecting so well tonight, but King just slightly mistimed his run on that by a split second. Again, though, that thought is there, and the weight of the pass is perfect tonight. I would say that tonight, not saying that this is the case for like Phoenix Rising in general, but tonight they've played really well, and I think they've actually played better than some of the teams in the Leagues Cup for both leagues. They've played very top-notch football tonight. El Paso does get a corner. Now, are they going to do another short corner, though? And if they do, will they actually be able to cross it in? I have a substitute here before the corner. No, it looks like they're actually going to take their first deep corner of the night. Thank you. I think my drunk neighbors that were out swimming in the pool saying that they were mermaids and they were doing cartwheels in the water. I think they just got in their car and drove away. Corner goes in, header. Phoenix is able to kind of block it out for a minute, and it goes out for a goal kick. Luckily, they live less than a quarter of a mile away, so. What a game for Phoenix tonight, though. What a game. And for kick cancer night at the stadium, too. Like when a team has a kick cancer night, this is how you should play. You come out and you should win 3-0 for your team. Like of any night that you play like this, it should either be like a championship game, like for like the league title or a cup or something like that, or for a kick cancer night. That's the perfect time to do it. Phoenix gets the ball and they are trying to counter again. They are on the move. My God, they've got 7 guys moving forward despite having a 3-0 lead in the 77th minute. They are smelling blood in the water. They want more. They just can't make any stupid mistakes because, it's not out of the question. Let's see what happens, though. We're coming up on 13 and a half minutes left before stoppage time. It's probably going to be a few minutes of stoppage for this one, too. I'd love to see Phoenix get a 4th, though. Just build up that goal differential for any potential issues with getting into the playoffs. They're able to keep the ball in play. Yeah, they're doing pretty well with just connecting passes, trying to spread out El Paso, doing a really good job with it. And when they need it, they've got that space to just break that back line, despite El Paso falling back to 5 people on that back line. El Paso's moving forward a little bit, though, slowly but surely. And they do draw a foul. And they quickly take it. I don't know why they quickly take it on that situation. They're just outside of the 18-yard box. I don't get it. They try to do a cross, and there's nobody there. Yeah, there is no threat from El Paso at all tonight. Harvey moving the ball forward for Phoenix. And they slow it down. They pull it back a little bit. Hold on to possession, get it back to the keeper. Yeah, it looks like people at the stadium are starting to leave as well, which is a shame. It's still 11 and a half minutes left in the game. Yeah, Phoenix is slowly passing the ball around, but they do lose the ball to El Paso here. What can El Paso do with it? And absolutely nothing. Defense comes up big again for Phoenix. They come back, poke the ball back over to the keeper. Ball goes back out to Harvey. He tries to send it forward, and that's probably one of his worst passes forward of the night. Goes straight to El Paso again. Great body strength there from Harvey on the bounce, able to hold off El Paso, and he drew the foul. Great job, Harvey. Jomo was coming out, the goal scorer. I still think that him getting a card for simulation, I still think that was absolutely the wrong call. That was a foul the other way in the box. I mean, if the teams had been reversed, I still would say that's not simulation. He got hit as he poked the ball around the defender in the box, and he gets basically sent like heels over head. There's been a few of those tonight, I think. Phoenix is making a few other subs here, it looks like. Uzo Chukwu is coming in. I'm unfamiliar with him. I'm still learning a lot of the players for Phoenix Rising. Because, again, I just learned about Phoenix Rising not that long ago. I didn't realize we had a team here. It turns out the team actually was partially owned by Didier Drogba initially, like in 2018, 2019. He was like part owner of the team. I didn't live out here at that time, but that's pretty crazy. The fact that not more people are embracing the team here in Phoenix and in Arizona is crazy to me. We've got a massive Latin population here. I would expect them to potentially embrace the local soccer club, but goes out for an El Paso throw. Coming up on the 82nd minute. And again, El Paso just doesn't really seem to have that killer instinct. If they draw one back, I think it's going to be just an absolute stupid mistake from Phoenix that allows them to do that just based on the run of play tonight. And they push it out to the right. Absolutely no space. Two Phoenix players close in on him quickly. Good pressure on the ball from Phoenix. They're not giving El Paso much space at all. And Phoenix wins the ball back. They start to move for a counter, but they pull it back. Slow it down a little bit. They get it over to the other side of the pitch. Yeah, it looks like they're not necessarily going to be on the hunt for any kind of forced scores or anything like that they really have to work for. They're very content, it looks like, in ending this game at a 3-0. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. And with a clean sheet, you don't necessarily, like, if you can get a fourth, but don't do it at the expense of the clean sheet. But they do break that back line again, and they are coming up. They're in the El Paso's box. Cross comes in. It's deflected out by El Paso. And El Paso manages to take control of the ball right outside of their box. And now they may have an opportunity to go in the other direction to pull something back here. But they haven't looked, again, very, very threatening. So let's see. Now they make it to the line and they just kind of stop the ball. No real space in the box to really put that ball into. There's no options for him in terms of his teammates. So, but he does try to get it in. It gets deflected out for a corner. But he had two people in there for six Phoenix players. I mean, that's a pretty rough ratio, especially when none of them are really that tall. So they're going to take another deep corner, so only their second real corner of the night. And they should have been doing this more often earlier in the game when they got their corners instead of their short corner attempts. Corner comes in, but Phoenix heads it out, falls to the feet of Trejo. And they are on the break again. We've got 3 against 3. Trejo in the middle. We've got one of the substitutes. I don't know his name. Oh, and that's got to be a penalty. A penalty for Phoenix. That's almost the exact same play that happened to the other Phoenix player, and yet this time it's a penalty. Before it was simulation. This time it's a penalty. I don't get this ref. I don't get this ref. There's not much different with this one. But great penalty earned, and wow, they potentially are going to end this 4-0. Are they going to give it to Trejo though for the hat trick? Is he going to get the hat trick with this one? I almost say let Harvey take it. Give him the opportunity to get on the scoreboard. He's had a great night. Formella is the guy taking the penalty. He takes it, and it's easy penalty. Sends the keeper the wrong way and into the back of the net for a 4-0 Phoenix lead. A 4-0 Phoenix lead. What a game for Phoenix tonight. They have hit on all cylinders. Their keeper came up with a couple of really big saves. I think the only two real shots on target were the keeper came up big with those. Only times that El Paso actually looked that they may score, the keeper came up big. We had Harvey with some amazing weighted passes to break the back line of El Paso tonight. And the forwards, they had killer instinct tonight. They felt, they could smell the blood in the water, and as soon as those passes were let free, they were breaking the back line of El Paso with tons of space, and the El Paso back line just was completely asleep for most of this game. Absolutely great game. I think Trejo and Harvey, for me, were the standouts for this game. The keeper absolutely had a fantastic game as well, but man, damn, I should have gone to this game. I should have gone to this game tonight. That would have been a great one to go see. Phoenix are still putting pressure on the ball. They have sunk back to the 5-back line. El Paso tries to pass it in twice, but both times it gets deflected out by Phoenix. Phoenix send it forward to the feet of El Paso. And, oh my God, Phoenix are on the break again, but a bad touch by Trejo. Oh, and it's back to Phoenix, and they get it in for a fifth. They get it in for a fifth in between the keeper's legs, and they get it in for a fifth in the 88th minute. What a game for Phoenix Rising. What a game for Phoenix Rising. Oh, Timon's coming up. He wants to celebrate as well. Isn't that right, big boy? So initially they were on the break. It was 3 against 1. Trejo tries to get it past the defender, but the defender blocks it. It gets sent back to Trejo as one of his teammates is flying up his other side, and he gets it to him. And he just basically nutmegs the keeper. Absolutely fantastic game. If I was a neutral, I don't know if I would think it was this fantastic, but as a fan for Phoenix, it's definitely fantastic. Oh, what a night. What a night. I wonder how much stoppage time they'll put on the clock. I have a feeling, considering it's still 100 degrees outside and they're up 5-0, they may shorten that stoppage time a little bit from what it may have been otherwise. Oh, now it's really getting chippy. Oh, we got the keeper for El Paso coming up and throwing hands. Dude, what is going on in this game? I don't even know what just happened. You got an El Paso player down on the ground. It looked like the Phoenix player was checking on him, and then the ref went up, gave him a yellow card, and then the fucking El Paso keeper comes storming up the pitch. What in the hell? The keeper needs to get back on his line. He's let 5 goals in tonight. I get it, you're frustrated, but you have no room to be out there fighting. This ref has been an absolute joke, though. He's missed a few calls for both teams. There were a number of, I think, rough fouls against El Paso that weren't called, that should have been called for El Paso's benefit. But they weren't. And the same thing with Phoenix. I don't know how that keeper didn't get a yellow card for that. He came in fucking hot. This ref, though, he has lost absolute control of this game. Oh, okay. Now they're seeing the replay. He wasn't checking on him. He got down in his face and was yelling at him because he thought it was a simulation. Okay. There's a dude out there. He looks like he's like 5'4". I think Menendez. I think that was what his name was. He looks like he's like a little kid going up to his older brother's friends and getting in the middle of an argument with them. Oh man, if you've got ESPN Plus, you should definitely take a look at what just happened. That's always fun. All right, El Paso's trying to get a consolation goal here. They're pushing forward, but Phoenix is keeping some really good defensive pressure on the ball. Yeah, we only had 3 minutes of stoppage. I guarantee you that should have been more along, like 5 or 6 minutes, but I definitely think they shortened it a little bit. We're over a minute into it now. I think now the question is, can the teams just get off the pitch without an actual fist being thrown at somebody? Goes out for an El Paso throw in. 1.5 minutes left in stoppage time. And I think the most threatening that El Paso has really looked, besides, I guess, those 2 saves, really was the keeper. The keeper coming, bombing up the field, slamming into people. That's the most dangerous that anybody on that team has really looked tonight. Phoenix get the ball back, and they're just going to hold on to it. They should just do a little. I'm sure they can't really do it in great quality, but just a little tiki-taka right now. That's all you need to do. Just play some keep away. Just one touch pass. Just one touch pass. You don't need anything more than that right now, but they do send it back over to the El Paso keeper. 25 seconds left. 5-0. Oh, could not ask for a better kick cancer night than that. El Paso just wildly shoots the ball from like 35, 40 yards out. And of course it goes wide. And that's game. Oh, that is game. And what a game it was. Absolutely killer game from Phoenix Rising there tonight. They were absolutely sensational in pretty much all aspects of this game. Their defense was absolutely solid. The keeper, when called upon the 2 times, really, he came up big. He made up for his mistakes in the last game. Absolutely fantastic. I think Harvey did a lot of unspoken hero things in a lot of ways. I think that his patience in the back, he was able to get that first pass that then leads to another one. And he was also able to get a number of just perfectly weighted passes on the ground through that back line of El Paso tonight, just basically setting Danny Trejo free. Munjomo with his opening goal, absolutely fantastic combination play, and that assist from Trejo. Most strikers would have been selfish. They would have tried to send that up into the upper part of the net. Nah, Trejo, he assisted it, sent it to the other side, and with that assist, the keeper had no chance of getting back to stop it. So, what an absolute banger of a game. Some great goals, some great team play, amazing passing, and a little bit of chippiness there at the end. It can be fun to see that stuff, and because of that, there wasn't that time wasting gamesmanship shit that I hate that really comes into play when a game is like a 5-0. So this was fantastic to see. I'm really glad that I stayed up for this one, but I wish that I had gone to go see it. I should have gone to go see this one. It is what it is. I'm hoping to be up tomorrow to do an English Premier League one. Didn't sleep well last night, so we'll see. But yeah, thanks for stopping in. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you get a chance to watch this game or any other USL games, they're a lot better actually than I ever thought they would be. I just started watching USL recently, so I would actually really recommend it, especially if you've already got ESPN Plus. It's worth checking out a couple of the games. Some of these teams are actually extremely good. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, and have a good night. Bye.